Sheila Kawamara, the Executive Director for the East African Sub-Regional Support Initiative for Advancement of Women, says that the Making Trade Work for Women project is aimed at improving the trade relations among women traders along the borders.
This project is aimed at mobilizing women, cross-border traders, to be in position to trade with dignity, to trade meaningfully, to trade and make profit in the process. So with COVID-19, the governments of East Africa closed the borders and also restricted movements of persons and vehicles. And consequently, when, for example, the government of Uganda reopened after the lockdown, the borders were inaccessible. So up till now, borders are still closed to the small scale trade. They're still closed to the rest of Uganda, for example. Right. And while during the lockdown and up till now, trucks can go across the borders, the small and medium scale traders who cannot afford to hire trucks cannot cross the border, and therefore they cannot trade. So as a EASSI, we are coming together, bringing the different women trading in different commodities. For example, in Busia, we have 5 clusters. That is a cluster for fish, that is women traders trading in fish. The cluster for used clothes or second-hand clothes. The cluster for fruits and vegetables and other perishables. We have the cluster who deal in cereals, and then also the eggs cluster. These are traders generally who export these commodities to Kenya and import other goods, mainly manufactured goods from Kenya. So we are putting them into cooperatives so that they are able to trade as cooperatives.
Kawamara says with this project, women will be helped to form meaningful cooperatives, which will ease the accessibility of loans from banks.
We are looking at the Niamey Convention, which is the African Union Convention on Cross-Border Collaboration. This convention is for the African Union, and it was adopted in 2014, but our governments, particularly governments in East Africa, a number of governments in West Africa have signed up to this convention, but our governments, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, almost all the 6 in the East African community have not signed up to this convention.
She adds that EASSI is now following up on the Niamey Convention, also known as the African Union Convention on Cross-Border Cooperation, aiming at promoting cross-border collaboration, which the governments in East Africa are yet to enroll for.
And when they come together, they are able to collect their capital together. They will be in position to buy in bulk and also to sell in bulk. And then they will also be able to access more capital other than their meager resources they are currently using for trade. They will be in position to access more capital from the banks. So the women traders, actually having experienced the lockdown and the closure of the border, they are now more excited about the processes of forming their own cooperatives. We have been moving along with these traders since 2010. It's almost a decade now. And they had formed a cooperative, which is a bigger cooperative. But in that cooperative, because everybody was inside there, they have failed to trade amongst themselves.
Kamwe Tushabe for Smart 24 TV.